How is it going, everyone? State of Play just wrapped up, and I gotta say, a damn good show. Very, very happy with it. I might have one minor complaint, but you know what? That would just be me nitpicking. I don't know if the God of War 2D game, yes, it's a gigantic IP, was the concluding title that you wanted. You got the trilogy remake getting announced as well, but that's probably eons and eons away, very much in early development, so I wouldn't expect an update on that probably for 2 to 3 years, but man, I thought this was a really good show. Third party came out strong. They limited the live service nonsense, and even the games that were live service titles, 4 Loop and Marathon, I'm not even gonna joke with you guys. 4 Loop, I think, looks okay. Maybe my expectations of live services games are just in the gutter, but I think 4 Loop and Marathon both look decent. But let's break it down game by game because I've got it all listed. Kenna, Stars of Cosmora, Bridge of Spirits 2, Kenna 2, Stars of Cosmora. It'll be out in 2026. Huge W. This is the kind of game that I want PlayStation to be invested in, the type of series that I want PlayStation to invest in and publish games like this. You know, they're not gonna be big budget, high level sellers. They're not gonna generate microtransaction revenue galore, but they're gonna be worthwhile games. Kenna 1 was great, and them building upon it, this one looks so much bigger and so much better than the first game. Huge W. Love that they gave that game the opening slot. What a juxtaposition from 2023 where you're opening up with nonsense like Fair Game. This to me tells me that Sony's learned something with the announcement of Horizon, the nonsense live service game that's dead on arrival. You know, before the State of Play, they didn't put any attention on that because they know that's dead on arrival. They promoted Kenna Stars of Cosmora. These are the games that deserve to be promoted at an event like State of Play. Just absolute W, love that. Then after that, you got Yote Legends co-op 4-player, free DLC, can't complain about that. Good stuff there. Death Stranding 2 on PC. You know, I was expecting that, so pretty good announcement there. Death Stranding 2 was 1A, 1B for Game of the Year for me, alongside Expedition 33. I thought Death Stranding 2 was tremendous. 4 Loop, honestly, as far as live service games go, I think that actually looked decent. I don't think 4 Loop looked terrible. My opinion on live service games is pretty low these days, but I thought 4 Loop looked okay. Pragmata, Resident Evil Requiem, Capcom titles. Capcom's having a big year. Pragmata looks great. Resident Evil Requiem, I mean, you don't need to sell me on it. Looks incredible. Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered. That'll be releasing in March. On top of that, bonus features and updates. Deluxe Edition includes a demo for the unreleased sequel. Okay, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that as well. Cut content coming out. That's pretty cool. Brigandine Abyss, fantasy strategy RPG. Okay, Dead or Alive 6 last round re-release of Dead or Alive 6 updated. New Dead or Alive is in development. Man, Dead or Alive I know has always been the Gooning franchise, but like, bro, come on. You announced the new Dead or Alive. I was honestly laughing when they announced the new Dead or Alive and they did the trailer the way they did, or the ending sequence. I was like, this is hilarious. Control Resonant. No release date. This game looks tremendous. Control Resonant looks awesome. The mechanics as far as the world shifting, I think, looks great. Gameplay looks great. That one definitely going to be one of the bigger titles of 2026, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Crimson Moon, thought that looked kind of mid. Beast of Reincarnation, August 4th. Think that looks good, and honestly, you want a good way to elevate a trailer? How about some good sound direction? Beast of Reincarnation, a great soundtrack to go along with that trailer. Immediately adds a nice tone to it, so good stuff there. Rayman 30th Anniversary, that was a poorly kept secret, but yeah, Rayman collection of the original. Mina the Hollower will be coming this spring. A long time coming for that one. I know people are excited about that. Neva Prologue, that is DLC for Neva, a prologue for that, which Neva is coming to PlayStation Plus Extra. Yako Shinobi Ops 2027, some Tenchu vibes there. All right. Then we got Project Windless. Looks pretty cool. Gave me the vibes of like a 2029, 2030 type game, you know, far out, but we'll see. Sometimes I've been pessimistic about these games coming out, and they've been coming out sooner than expected, so we'll see. Star Wars Racer, Galactic Racer, I thought that looked great as well, you know, not Star Wars KOTOR Remake. When I saw Lucasfilm Games, I was like, let it be! KOTOR Remake, it's back! It's not, but Galactic Racer is coming out in 2026, and I thought it looked pretty good. 007 First Light, I still think that game looks great. I know some people are down on the art style, but I think that game looks fantastic, and I think it's shaping up quite nicely. Again, I love the art style of that, and I think it'll be something worthwhile to check out in May. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, and can we give a round of applause for Konami? They have come back in a big big way. What a showcase for Konami, kicking off with what we've been waiting for: Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Let's go. You know, I'll pay the $60 for MGS4 and Peace Walker. You don't gotta sell me on that. No Rising yet. Is there gonna be a Volume 3? I don't know, but Rising is something I know a lot of people are gonna want. But MGS4, finally, we have recovered it from the depths of PlayStation 3 purgatory, and I would have liked to see if they wanted to elevate this state of play to a 10 out of 10, some more PS3 collection. Just one first-party PS3 collection would have taken this state of play to a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, but at least we got MGS4, we're getting Peace Walker, good stuff there. Castlevania is back, done by Motion Twin and Evil Empire, Castlevania Belmont's Curse, and it's coming out in 2026. Love that. No date on that one. By the way, MGS Master Collection Volume 2, that'll be August 27th, 1 year after Delta Snake Eater. But Castlevania Belmont's Curse, that looked fantastic. Motion Twin and Evil Empire are gonna knock it out of the park with that one. Very excited for that. Silent Hill Townfall, didn't think that looked incredible, but whatever. Silent Hill getting more exposure, getting more featured, that's great. And yeah, an IP making a big comeback there. And then they ended it, announcing a brand new JRPG IP, Rev Noir. Very much an early trailer, but I was thinking when I was watching the video, I'm like, is this another gacha game? No, it's a new IP, looked good, very much early development, but love the art style to it. We'll see how that one turns out. And how about that? Konami just came out swinging. Look, we all clowned on Konami for a long time. Pachinko Machine's 2015 saga, they are back in a big, big way, and I could not be more excited about their catalog of games. Like, look at this lineup. This is Capcom level lineup right now, and the resurgence of Konami, this is something to keep an eye on. I know that there's still gonna be that opinion of everything that went down with Kojima and Konami, but look at that lineup. That's stuff to be excited for. Castlevania, Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Rev Noir, brand new IP. They got some cooking on all angles. Good stuff there. John Wick title, that looked pretty good from Saber. You know, kind of, it gave me a little bit of a vibe of a slow clap game, but that looked pretty good. Marathon, I know a lot of you guys are down on it. I think it looks pretty good. So we'll see how that turns out. New extraction shooter. For PlayStation Plus, Spider-Man 2 was confirmed. Tekken Dark Resurrection will be coming. And then Time Crisis was also announced for Plus Premium. Look, Plus Premium is in such a garbage state that we are announcing games for Plus Premium 3 months out. What are we actually doing with Plus Premium? We know it's gonna be like one game a month that we're gonna get, maybe two max, and we're announcing games 3 months before they get added. All right there, buddy. But yeah, and then Big Walk is coming as well. Then we got the Sorrows gameplay trailer. Thought it was a great idea to highlight Sorrows. Good stuff. That game looks awesome, and I'm hoping Sorrows is the game that elevates Housemarque's notoriety and their attention, because they are an incredible studio. But Returnal came out early in the PS5's life, and not a lot of people checked it out. Sorrows, I really do hope a lot of you guys give it a shot. Not crazy about the fake early access, but what can we do? That's not a Housemarque decision, so it is what it is. Marvel Tokon, not the biggest fighting game guy in the world, but Marvel Tokon looks awesome. Arc System Works is going to do a banger there. Slick presentation, good stuff there. And then lastly, God of War Trilogy Remake was officially revealed. People are going to get excited. It's just such a brief trailer that, yes, people are still going to get excited because it is the God of War Trilogy. I would have preferred them just doing a collection of the originals, but, you know, whatever. We're going to get the remakes. I wish we could get both. I wish we could get a collection of the originals so we could have those for now, or add those games to Plus Premium. I don't know, offer some value to Plus Premium, but we're gonna get remake of the trilogy. It's gonna be interesting how they handle it. Are they combining all three games into one release? Are they gonna remake each title one by one and release them separately? You would think that that's what they would do to monetize it, but, you know, we'll see. And then God of War Sons of Sparta out 2026, and guess what? It's out today. It's a 2D game. Just don't know if this was the title to end the show on. Honestly, I would have probably flipped it. I would have done God of War the 2D game and then end with the God of War Trilogy remake announcement, even though it's gonna be a ways away. It's God of War at the end of the day, and getting that trilogy remade, I think people would have been excited for it. I would have personally been like, it's probably coming out in 3-4 years, and it is smart business to end with the lasting impression being the game you're actually selling today, and there will be time to position God of War Trilogy, obviously, to promote that, and it's not like you need that much help to promote that. But I thought it was a really good show, man, and the big thing, more stuff like kind of Stars of Cosmora, Please, PlayStation, invest into games like that. I get it, y'all are desperate for the microtransactions, and Kenna isn't gonna give you that, but I know you guys can get behind an Ember Labs. I know you can get behind some other studios and publish games from them and invest in those kinds of games, and those are the experiences that people that are watching a State of Play are gonna get excited for. So I love that they actually highlighted that game as the opening act, and that opening act and the closing act are the two most important spots, and I thought they knocked out the opening act spot perfectly with positioning Kenna there. And the rest of the show, yes, big third-party emphasis, but I thought it was a great show. Metal Gear Master Collection. Can we talk about Konami again? Man, Konami just crushed it as far as their output, and just love to see their revitalization. So, great stuff. That'll do it for me. Y'all say I'm negative all the time. I thought this was an 8.5, 9 out of 10 show. You know, there's a lot to sink your teeth into. I'm sure some people were still disappointed. The Plus stuff I thought was nonsense, to be honest, announcing Plus premium games 3 months out, but like, who cares, I guess. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.